What's going on, everybody? Will here, and welcome to the Book Barrel. Today we'll be trying to answer the question, what determines our reading preferences? If this is your first time here, thanks so much for stopping by. If you like more videos like these, please consider subscribing to this channel and don't forget to turn on your notifications. So as you all know, I'm fairly new to the BookTube community, and one of the things that's been fascinating to me and that I've really enjoyed in my short time here is just the variation of reading preferences that everyone has. There's such an array of types of readers and reading interests, and I was curious to look at a possible reason why. As I kind of look back over my own reading experience from childhood up until today, I realized that my primary orientation is imagination, and the question that I have always sought to answer and continue to seek to answer through my reading is what if? Based off of my findings with myself, I kind of extrapolate. So I arrived at the theory that every reader has a question that's inherent to them. And what they seek to do is answer that question through their reading. For me, that question is what if? The genres that I read most frequently are science fiction, speculative fiction, fantasy, and alternate history. And I thought about some other possibilities. Another inherent question would be, why did? And so a person that asks themselves why did through their reading, I believe has an orientation towards safety and a concern with understanding causation. That their reading preferences would be inverted mysteries, where we know who committed the crime, but we're discovering how they went about it and why. Also thrillers, because they like to kind of anticipate and they kind of pride themselves on their ability to predict certain plot twists. Also horror, to kind of experience a scary experience through their reading so that they can kind of prepare themselves if anything were to happen in reality. And then I feel they'd also have an interest in really introspective, character-driven plots. Another inherent question that you may seek to answer through your reading is could I? I see people who seek to answer the question could I, or basically expansion oriented. I think those type of people would be interested into personal development type books, new age, spirituality type teachings, where you're expanding your spiritual awareness, expanding your mind, and also finance books where they can expand their bank accounts and wallets and purses, and just kind of overall they're about growth and becoming more in all of these different areas of their life. Another possible inherent question that a reader may be asking themselves is how should? I feel a how should reader is concerned with correctness, and they pretty much are really concerned with ideals as well. So what they want to do is read because they want to know, how things should go. What should I be doing? What's the right way? If faced with different options, which will be the correct choice? And I think that's the question they seek to answer. And based off of that, their reading is a lot of philosophy, religious texts. They're also into romance because they want to know how is love supposed to be. What's the correct way to go about a relationship. They're concerned with answering those types of questions. And they also will be really into narratives where ethics come into play. So it kind of is able to put them in a situation through a character where you're having to make these moral decisions, and they get to go through it through their reading so that they'll be better prepared to make ethical and correct decisions in their real lives. That is my theory. If you agree with this theory, let me know. If you think that you actually ask yourself a question that I did not bring up Let me know what that question is and what are the genres and types of stories that you're interested in, so I can kind of add that to my field notes, as it were. And this is something that I'm just going to keep in mind and kind of develop this theory as I have more experience with different readers and get to know you all a little bit better. Alright, so that's pretty much all I have. If you watched this video up until this point, I definitely want to say thank you. I appreciate the time you spent at the channel. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe, and say something nice in the comments. I love to hear from you.